Good morning. It is Thursday, October 23rd. I looked on the morning news and there were no birthdays. Although, as a huge fan, there is a birthday that I find is important. If you're, you'd have to go. You'd have to. This is very niche, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's ridiculous, and people that know me know that it's ridiculous. It's Doug Flutie's birthday today, so big ups to Doug Flutie. And if you're like, I don't know who that is, join the crowd. Anyway, so there's no birthdays on our morning news, although in my head, there's at least one. So Doug Flutie, probably 87 years old today. I have no idea. He's up there, but one of the greats, that's for sure. We are 90 days out from January 21st, the DTD2. You're calling your Ds and your Os. You're texting your Ls. Calling Ds and Os, texting Ls. And we are at it today. You're going into Fight Club at 9 o'clock. You can join us there at KWFightClub.com. Have your conversations, send your texts, do your smart plans, do your campaigns, get your mailers ready, prepare your conversation blueprints, or maybe your marketing collateral for if you're going to go door knocking, whatever you're doing to build your business. That's what that space is for. That's 9 to 11, Monday through Friday. Today's Thursday. That's one of the days in the list of Monday through Friday. So you can join people there for KW Fight Club, KWFightClub.com, 9 to 11 weekdays to go do the next right thing to build your pipeline. Or you could join us today in Portsmouth. We do have business planning clinic today taking place here in Portsmouth. It's in the training room. And that is going, I know it says on the roadmap, if you look, business planning clinic says 9 to 5. It is very rare we will get to 5 o'clock. Historically, I have you out earlier than that. What I do want to remind you is we are, to the best of our ability, going through this book and making sure that you have a better understanding about the economic model, the lead gen model, the budget model, the organizational model, and then we're going to do some goal settings. And of course, goal setting is different for everyone. And now that we've got some really cool tools, most recently, I tripped over something else on ChatGPT that is going to allow us to do it much more efficiently. It's actually going to take stock in the fact that you have your KPA. So if you have your KPA, you can upload that into ChatGPT and then say, hey, based on this, based on my averages, based on my average price point, we've got all the mechanics for you to do it. And that way you don't have to sort of languish and figure out, hey, what should I be doing based on your KPA and who you are and how you're wired and what your genius zone is, right? Where you play best in the sandbox. ChatGPT is going to be like, hey, based on what you need to do, the hours you have allotted to do it, because it's going to factor that into it, asks all these questions, or we're going to prompt it to take all this information into consideration to build you that plan. Because I find that's where people get hung up more often than not. People are leaving. They're like, yeah, I don't really have, I've got an idea and class was helpful. And I'm glad I went and I got something more out of it this year. And I just still don't have it all put together. Now, here's the thing. No matter what you do, even when you leave with quote unquote, a full plan, we still have to execute, right? That's our biggest challenge. We have to marry the strategy to the execution. And the sticky part in between that is us. So we're going to have those conversations today. Join us for the models from the Millionaire Real Estate Agent. Again, we're going to go over the economic model, the lead gen model. We're going to break for lunch, and then we're going to do the budget model and then discuss the organizational model, which is just really a roadmap of, hey, what do you want this to look like? How do you want to build out leverage for yourself? And it will show and talk about, all the things all the way up to a 7th level team. What people need to be cognizant of too is when we do this class today, we're having conversations about $1 million model. And I don't mean 1 million in volume, $1 million model, in gross commission income. And the $1 million model historically is going to involve more people. So we're talking about bigger teams and we're talking about bigger numbers, yet we're doing that and having that larger conversation because we know that your conversation can fit inside that. And we'll have a room full of people that are all over the map insofar as how long they've been in real estate, what they're planning to do next, the questions they have. So we're going to get together, rely on each other, and make sure that we all leave with something to move forward with. And if it takes a little time for you to build your plan, we can sit and do that together too. You can book some time with me and we can take your KPA. We can take the goals that you have. We can take your average price point. We can take your conversion rates. and make it make sense and say, hey, here's your pathway for at least Q1. At least. Because what we can do is we can then, hey, all right, we're going to pivot now. This seems to be working. This isn't working. We're going to find that stuff out too. We'll talk about that during lead gen. In the lead gen model, we talk about the core 4 because people tend to start their year. They're like, here's the 9 things I'm going to do. And you and I both know that's a struggle bus. It invariably boils down to probably core 4. There's going to be 4 things that you do to build your business. One's going to be like your silver bullet, the thing that you love, the thing you're good at, the thing that you know that you did. If you did it every day, you'd be more successful. And then there's some other things that we have to rely on because things change. Markets change, activities change, people's mindsets get adjusted. And we have to behave for the market that's yet to come. And we have to have the conversations, right? There's method and message. So what is your message? What is the method in which you're delivering it? We're going to talk about all that today. Business Planning Clinic here in Portsmouth. If you can't make today, we've got our next one coming up that first week of November. We're going to be in Meredith for that. And then, of course, Thursday, December 18th, we will wrap it up and do our 4th of the fall, 6th of the year. We'll do our final Business Planning Clinic in York on December 18th, which is also a Thursday. So we'd love to see you for that today. 3 o'clock today. It does say midday protocol. There will not be a midday protocol today. There will be no midday protocol today because we'll be in Business Planning Clinic. But today at 3 o'clock, you do have KT Temple doing his tech mastermind. Today at 4 o'clock, you've got him doing tech onboarding for KW. So if you're just getting here and you're trying to figure out tab A, slot B, how do I get all my stuff up and running? There's that conversation. So 3 o'clock for the tech mastermind, 4 o'clock for your KW tech onboarding. And then tonight we have career night and the Rookie Real Estate Agent Book Club with Tiffany. So there's a ton of stuff on the menu. We'd love to see you here today for Business Planning Clinic. If I can help with these conversations, please let me know. Let's book some time. You can do that at meetwithcoach.com, or you got a question or a comment or a concern, you can always reach out. It is 603-834-2856. Have a great day. We'll see you in and around the internet and the Market Center. Take care.